G'day everyone, welcome to another Alliance War here in PuzzleCombat. We are in a different alliance. We've moved on to the next stop in our tour. So I'm currently bunking with Invictus, and we have got a war on our hands. So it is against, I'm not going to try and say the name, I'm going to massacre it, but this alliance. They are running green tanks for the most part. There's a couple purples on there, so I think they've done like a defense team shake-up, but not quite gotten everyone to switch. And yeah, they're also running with green dual flanks. So I am predominantly still running triple red setups, or mostly red stacks, because even though it's weak against the two flanks, it is still enough to kill. For the most part, it's targeting the tank position just to get them out of the way. So this current one is against Luis del Aguila, or something to that effect. 3-1-1 is the setup, so we've got Pulse and Variant Throttle in for my two healers that I've got. I've then also got Dragon Fist and Syntax for charge control, and then we've got Bunraku in there to give a speed bonus to everyone, but predominantly she's there to give the speed bonus to Syntax. So we can see we've had a pretty nice board. We managed to get rid of a Yumi off the bat and then not have too much trouble with the left-hand side. Aviana did fire, which gave us a little bit of a delay with her ailment reflect, but we managed to get past it fairly all right and be able to charge and refresh all of our skills a couple times now. So this one is pretty well done and dusted. We're just going to pick off the last of them with our skill damage there. So one down and then only 5 more flags to go. So hopefully we can go 5 from 5, but we'll just have to ride it out. So next up is Chris. We've got a variant Powell tank, again the dual blue flank. So I've gone with a 3-1-1 setup with double healer again. So I've got both Senya and Doodle in this squad as my two healers, charge control in the form of Fiddle, and then just some damage output from Sunbeam and Tightwire. So not as nice in the initial board, but it has come fairly alright on the turn. So we've got enough red tiles that should have killed Variant Powell, but he dodged a couple. And then a bit of a cascade going here, which has charged all my reds and all of my and Fiddle as well for some charge control. So double tapping on Ghost there, just trying to get her dead. Not quite managing it, but hopefully between the nearby damage and the tiles we can get the kill. Topaz did actually get the mindless attack ailment, even though it didn't show. It just didn't bother proccing it because it's a visual bug that's been in the game for a long time, and SGG have never bothered fixing it. But because he died in the same turn as the effect was applied, they just never bother applying the ailment. So we get the kill on the final two heroes to finish off our second fight, which is nice. Next up we have got Gato Loco, I guess, or Gato Loco, I don't know. 3-1-1 setup. No, sorry, I think this is a 3-2. I missed it in the 2 seconds I looked away. No, it is a 3-1-1. So 3 red. So we've got Senya, Bunraku, Accent, and second Tightwire. A Yumi tank is dead, and now we're just trying to get rid of the revive. The enemy dual flanks is Nightblade and Lumi, so we will focus on Lumi. Nightblade's not as much of a threat, or really any threat, as far as I'm concerned generally, so I am just going to pick off that left-hand side as much as I can. Hopefully these red tiles get Lumi. They didn't, but the follow-up ones did. So as you can see, Nightblade's about to fire. She hits all enemies, but it's only for about 300 health. Or rather 300 damage, so I'm not too bothered by it. And we'll just finish off Parsec with the double skill shot. And then that's the end of number 3. So good roll so far. See if we can close it out into our final ones. 3-2 setup here against Roshi. Mostly because I wanted the second healer and Dispeller in Variant Throttle without losing the charge control from Mev and Arya. So hence why we've got a 3-2 split. I wanted the extra actual dispel from Variant Throttle because this defense team is a bit more buff heavy in the form of a Yuumi and Sapphire. So I sort of went that route. Didn't end up needing it too much because the kill on Ayumi came early and then Sapphire also died before having to worry about any of her skills. But I'd rather have had it and not needed it rather than needed it and not had it. So charge control from Mervanaya on the right hand side. Got the passive charge going from Senya now, which is very nice. And we don't really have much of a kill lined up on Pulse there. So yeah, we kind of just have to go for it and hope that the 2 red tiles that'll hit her is enough. So we get the 1 from that and then a second one from the match 4. Did manage to do the job, but it would have been very close. If it wasn't for Rudolph's defense down buff active at the time, we probably would not have gotten there. Get the kill now on what's his name? War Chest. Not too much of a matter that Foley fired. The game is pretty well said and done at this point in time. So number 4, 2 to go. So yeah, next up we've got J Honey or Honey. I'm not really sure on the pronunciation, but anyway. Yeah, so going in with another red stack. Not much more to say with it. 3-1-1 split again. So we've got Senya number 4, I think this is. I think this is my last copy of her. Dragon Fist as well as Mervanaya for their 3 obvious purposes. Got Brock in for a Dispel, an AoE 3 Dispel, as well as having Blair, who is a Demolitions class hero, so she is able to proc the Shell Shock ability to remove those buffs. So we've got Shell Shock on both yellow and red tiles, so hopefully we get some Shell Shocks to get rid of that pesky counter-attack buff that's up. Didn't get a single one, I don't think. Maybe got one on... what's her name? On big damage sniper blue person. But yeah. Targeting left-hand side, specifically Pulse with my Dragon Fist and Blair. So we've now got the 2 burn ailments going. So 1 burn, 1 blaze ailment going on Pulse. And we're just going to tick away on the right-hand side with the charge control. Could leave Pulse B, but I really just want to make sure she dies, so we target her again with Blair, and then we're just going to town on Thundershock. Doesn't sound right, but anyway, Flak is all that's left now, so we can pop some charge control out on him with our Insanity, and then it's just a case of picking him off with Blair and Dragon Fist again. And there we go. It is a really nice combo, Blair and Dragon Fist. Blair does Blaze Ailment, Dragon Fist does Burn, and between the 2 of them, they can melt most enemies. Finally, we've got Terrori, gone with a 3-2 split. Wanted to use Topaz. Topaz on his own isn't too amazeballs. Well, I mean, he is pretty damn good, but she's even better when combined with 8-bit. So that's why 8-bit's in there, is to just basically make Topaz unstoppable. Have the kill on Ayumi, but she's being a little bit difficult with her revives. Now got her skill charge, but fortunately died before reviving with her skill active. So 8-bit's charged, we'll fire him off and see where our ailment lies. Unfortunately, the 2 heroes that are more threatening in Doodle and Topaz on the defensive side did not get his ailment, the defense down, so we're kind of chancing it a little bit, hoping to get the kill on Doodle. Didn't happen, and unfortunately he's now charged and provided that ailment immunity buff to his entire team. How good is that? Do have a fair number of red tiles lined up, so we can take the shot with Ridge. We've got to wait out, I guess, also the effect from Doodle before firing off Rudolph. Otherwise, we're not going to get that red defense down ailment active on the enemy hero. So pick off, well, enemy Topaz is fired. Unfortunately, did strike my 1 healer, but hopefully we can get a couple kills with Topaz here, so we'll target enemy Topaz, seeing as she's already got the yellow defense down ailment. Wheels does fire, but I wasn't getting enough damage off anyway to really make it worthwhile targeting with Topaz. So Wheels can now take a shot from Ridge. Ridge does a stupid amount of damage. I did mess up my weapon allocation. I should have allocated Ridge with the Firewing Trig, but we didn't do that. So hence why he's gotten the charge stop ailment each time. But there we have it, 6 from 6. So pretty good start to my time at Invictus. Hopefully it continues into the later fights and later wars, but yeah, we've gone 6 from 6. So you can see all of the strikes there. It does land me at top spot currently in the war. In the end, I think someone beats me by a couple points, like 345 or something like that. But yeah, we're there on top of the stack. So end of this war is pretty well nigh. Invictus does have a fair number more flags to use, 32 at the moment, while they've only got like 9 left. So GG's to Invictus. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Good luck with your own wars. Hopefully they went well. But until I see you next, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Cheers. Bye.